scoop on all things in the Atlanta restaurant scene. But first, let me just remind you, we are also going to have a dinner giveaway. That is coming up next as well. So you want to make sure you get those phones out. And here's the number if you want to go ahead and get a head start on winning this insanely awesome gift certificate that we have today. It's one of the bigger ones. The phone number is going to be 770-226-0920. That's coming up in just a few minutes. But first, let's check in with our sponsors, We Sell Restaurants. Robin and Eric, how you guys doing today?
Well, we're great, Donna. How are you?
I'm glad that you're here and safe.
Yes. What a crazy, crazy week.
Insane. I was stuck, literally stuck inside my house for 4 days without even stepping foot outside.
Us too.
That was us. We got out on Thursday. And that was way too many days behind, just... But
I know.
And we all the restaurant in town will catch up. There's lots of revenue this weekend because there's over 150,000 people in this town, and hopefully everybody will get a share of it.
That's a really good point. I went, by the way, because everything has been closed. All the restaurants have been closed. I went last night to just a little tavern that's just right down the street from my house. It's no big deal. It's always empty, only a couple of people. There was a 1 hour and 15-minute waiting line because everybody just wanted to get out of their house.
Yes, pent-up demand for restaurants. And speaking of pent-up demand, I think you had a question for us, Donna, about what was one of the most incredible things that has happened this week, and that it really never happened in the history of Georgia before, and the restaurant and bar industry in Georgia before took place this week, and that is...
Thursday afternoon around 4 o'clock, our new governor, Nathan Deal, made an executive decision to extend all 2010 liquor license until January 31st of this year.
That is a big deal.
As long as you have an application pending.
Okay.
But it's never been done before. There's over 20,000 people in the state of Georgia right now, restaurant and operators without a license as we speak. So he saw that, all these people were technically, since January 1st, none of the places should be open. Can you imagine all the people would have lost their job, lost the sales tax revenue, and all this stuff? So kudos to our governor for actually making a great decision here off the cuff and helping our industry, making sure that, there's challenges with getting these licenses through, hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And some of our clients already had problems, already talked to us that Friday, the state of Georgia, Department of Revenue's attitude and change and willing to work with them has changed totally. So people go there, call them, they are responsive, they are willing to work with you, and the change into making this happen for you is coming right on time. So go and get it done because now it's time.
It's extending into the end of this month.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It's really great to finally see government listening to what's going on in the industry and reacting, because we have been hearing horror stories about people trying to renew their liquor licenses and being stuck. And that's one reason why, Donna, people should really seek out the information that we put online on our blog, because we do blog about this. We stay very close to the industry, and we do get questions from listeners. And what some of the questions we got this week, I guess people were housebound and looking at lots of listings, is
that's
why,
a good thing. There's always going to be a positive sign.
That's right. Is why are some reasons you would list your restaurant with a broker instead of trying to sell it on your own?
We've actually talked about that before, but it's been a long time, so jump back into it.
Yeah, and it's become more topical. Some people did close their places, and some of them don't have the luxury to reopen. So what do I do with this right now? Do I try to call somebody? I mean, one of the biggest thing that our firm can pride itself on is that we don't get paid until the job's done, until we got your buyer and we're at the closing table. So there's no upfront fees, there's no cost to you to get all this knowledge and expertise. So why not?
The other reason is, trying to sell it on your own, you just won't have access to literally the legal documents that you need to transfer and make sure that you can continue to pour alcohol and do all those important things that you need to do. And from a marketing perspective, trying to get out there and say, hey, this is a great restaurant and it's for sale, but I'm not going to tell you the name. We have expertise in that. So we have great marketing skills that still keep your restaurant confidential. And then the other reason...
confidentiality is also a big problem. I mean, people, somehow, when Bank of America buys a bank, nobody runs out to think the bank's going to close. But when they find out the restaurant's for sale, the employees wants to leave immediately. Customers stop coming. So by us...
That's true.
Yeah, and I don't know why, because 99% of the time, folks, your restaurant will just get better. It's not going to get worse. It's going to change. Everything's going to be for the best. If you work in a restaurant or you go to a restaurant, rest assured, keep supporting these businesses even if you find out they're for sale, because it's just going to get better. So, but people don't know that. So by us protecting confidentiality and acting in the middle, we can keep that confidential.
And there's no panic. There's not. Yeah, it makes sense. There's no panic.
And the other thing is when you're trying to sell something yourself, obviously all of us have emotional ties to whatever it is we're owning, whether it's our home or a car that we've loved and known for years, but your restaurant, that's your baby.
Mm-hmm.
You've talked to so many restaurant owners, and there's so much passion for this industry, and that's all wrapped up in their menu and their presentation and everything.
That's who they are. It's an expression of themselves, like a child. You're right. They're baby.
It's a work of art.
Right.
So, let us take the emotion out and make that transition for you to a new buyer so that you don't get all that, those kinds of emotions in the middle that could maybe sideline a deal.
That's really good.
And the other thing is that, people that run restaurants.
Yeah, it's like, look, Robin and I sold our house. I went to seek out the best residential real estate expert. I am not a residential expert. I have a real estate license. Mm-hmm. All our customers, our clients are great at running restaurants, operating businesses, but not at selling them. We are the best at selling them. So let us do what we do best. We don't go in the kitchen and tell them how to cook.
Hence the name, we sell restaurants.
Yes. And the last point I want to make about that is, getting that offer. It's very easy for somebody to say, Donna, you want to buy this restaurant? And you'll say, yeah, that's a great price. But then all the pieces and parts behind it that actually get it to closing, those are the tough pieces. So when somebody tries to sell on their own, or even with many of the other brokers in town, the industry average for selling a restaurant, getting to closing, is only 30%. Guess what the We Sell Restaurants average is?
99.
It would be nice.
It would be nice if it were 99, but it's 90%. So it's 300% better than the industry.
Wow,
average.
Robin.
Yeah.
And Eric.
Yeah. So that's
and our team.
good.
And our team. We have a lot of agents, so everybody does a great
impressive.
job. So yeah, and that's a big thing because it's like finding a buyer is easy. That's what I tell everybody. Getting to the closing table with a check in their hand that's going to go to you. That's really where we earn a lot of our money. That's where a lot of our experience comes. A lot of people say up front, well, your fees are this, it's too expensive and everything. And every time we get to that closing table, people are like, wow, you have earned every single penny. I did not realize how much work goes into this.
And I have actually seen you, since you have been here and part of the show, I have seen you, and we've talked about it, have a restaurant for sale and it's sold the next day.
Yeah.
Through you.
Absolutely.
Where other people have to wait a year.
Exactly. And we have some great deals on the market right now because we price it right. For example, listen to this. You can get a nightclub in Cobb County, $25,000.
What?
Yes.
Ready to go tomorrow.
Crazy, right?
What else do you have?
I've got a sports bar in Snellville. It rents only $4,000 a month. It's a 4,000 square foot restaurant bar, and it's got pool tables and all this great stuff. Sales of $700,000 a year. It's only $99,000.
And it's functional, fully functional, guys. This is a running business. You can take over without having any interruption.
Yep. And then lastly, just to touch on, we've got a nightclub in Decatur on the market for less than $60,000.
That's incredible. And the way that people can find out even all the other listings that you have, because there's so many, is to go to your website.
WeSellRestaurants.com. Check out our blog at WeSellRestaurants.blogspot.com. Find us on Facebook. And we're just getting ready to start doing a monthly column for restaurant news. And we will be doing that every month. It'll also be available electronically as well.
Awesome. Don't forget, if you want to sell, if you're thinking about selling, we'll come talk to you. No charge, guys. Come out, talk to us. We'll give you an opinion. We'll give you a valuation at no cost. And by the way, January through April is the best time of the year to sell. Don't forget that.
And also, everybody out there, if you're interested in any of this information, all you got to do is just go to my website as well, because we are all linked up here together. So if you can't find them, just find me, and vice versa, and all that fun stuff. So I'm glad you're safe.
Yes.
The snow's supposed to go away, and business coming back as usual, and I will see you guys next week.
And Donna, I really enjoyed
the week after.
The week after.
And I tell you what, Donna really ran to be a security guard to get an interview that you're about to listen. Kudos to her to get you that interview, guys. She worked so hard to run to the security to get you the
He's talking about Rachel Ray, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is coming up next. That's true. Rachel Ray next, right here on the Donna Show. So what you can do, again, just as a friendly reminder, is on the commercial break, go and tell somebody else to tune in. You can listen anywhere in the entire world just by going online. Go to my website, which is www.thedonnashow.com, and it will link you to listen live. Also, really quick before I go, we have our giveaway coming up next. It is to Imperial Fez, which is downtown. It is a $50 dinner gift certificate. Go get a belly dance, go get some yummy food, and enjoy this night. Again, as soon as we come back, I am giving it away to one lucky listener. And do not touch that dial. Rachel Ray coming up next.